the fourth. They tried this disaster of a fake punt, 4th and 10 at their own 25. Washington scored on the very next play to go up by 11. But Mike McCarthy defended it after the game. Take a listen.
Well, you won't get anywhere if you're thinking about negatives all the time. You know, obviously it was a solid play call. It's a good play design. Their gunner made a good play, came off of it. He put us in a high-low read for Cedric. So it's a play that, you know, if we hit it, obviously we're sitting here applauding. That's the nature of those plays. You can never convert them, obviously, if you don't call them and if you don't believe in them. So I clearly understood the situation when it was called.
So, Mike, I got to ask you, look, he makes a good point. Did Mike McCarthy's play calling, Mike, cost the Cowboys the game?
I mean, you know, Mike McCarthy made some solid points, but at the end of the day, man, it's a time and a place for that, and I think he just chose the wrong time to make these calls and these decisions. He put the team in a bad spot. I thought they was playing well, and I thought they was playing with confidence, which is what you have to do in their state. It showed a little desperation, and I know sometimes that shows up in the NFL. But you got to pick and choose your spots, and this certainly wasn't the time for it.
You got that right.
And yeah, you're only down 4. Washington's offense had only had 1 sustained touchdown drive. And I get it. 28's wide open. But you're asking Cedric Wilson to make a great long pass on the run in order for this play to work. But Wilds, I'm going to take a page out of your book and try to do an on-the-fly analogy. Okay. Because Mike McCarthy said something really interesting. He's like, you don't get anywhere in life thinking about the negatives. Sometimes life is all about thinking about the negatives. You ever been on a long drive on a long country road and there's a car in front of you, like 2-lane road going each way, car in front of you that is just so slow, and you're like, finally it's my time to pass it, and you go out and you look and you're like, oh, there's a semi coming the other way. Now it's pretty far out and I'm 95% certain I can get past this car. You got to think about the 5% negative, because the 5% negative, if you're wrong, is you die. The 5 is like, well, I probably will get past it, but if I don't, I die. And if you're the Cowboys, we probably convert this. But if we don't, our season's over. If we don't, our team is dead. We're going to lose this game. We're going to fall to 3-8. We're going to get swept by Washington, and it's over. So you have to contemplate, Wilds, the negative to go along with the upside. The risk did not merit the reward here in order for this to be the right call.
I buy that.
Yeah, I buy that. I don't want to die, so if that's the options, I die. You're not moving me off my point that I still love it. Because look, we banged on Mike McCarthy. It's like, what were you doing in that barn? Did you actually watch the games? Because this is the same old boring offense. He's like, okay, then he overcompensated, start bringing up all these trick plays. For me, Brandon, slightly too far. So for me, Brandon, I also like the press conference, Brandon, where the court is, obviously it's a good play call and it's a good play design. He just kind of like, obviously it's a good play. I was like, oh, okay, I guess it is. I guess we got to take your word for it. Brandon, I love it just because, but I'm not a head football coach. Would you ever run this play, or do you think it's just too dangerous?
Well, let me say this. I don't love it, but I understand it. You got to think about it. There's games within the game. The game should have been won on the field. The players should win the game. But you have a defensive line that's not stopping anyone. You have CeeDee Lamb, who drops a touchdown that would have put him ahead of the Washington football team. So as a coach, you're standing on the sideline. You're like, well, my guys aren't going to go win the game, so let me insert myself and try to do it. Now, I get all the points. I hear it. They're valid. But at the end of the day, he's right. It was a great design. Now, what I would have called it, I don't know. But I understand it, Jenna. The players didn't want to take the game into their hands and win it. So I can understand the coach stepping in and saying, you know, this could be that moment. This could be that Philly special. This could be, Wiles, what you talked about earlier, that onside kick in the Saints and Colts game in the Super Bowl.
But Brandon, we love it. We just don't understand it.
Well, Vic, I want to ask you something. Because I thought Troy said something really interesting during the game. And Wilds has been off the air harping on this point, so I'm going to bring it to the air, which is Zeke, his usage, and his effectiveness. Zeke yesterday had 32 yards. He has 100-yard game all season. Whoa. And in an earlier fourth down situation, they didn't run a fake punt. They went for it in their own territory. And instead of handing the ball to the highest paid running back in football, they threw it, and it was a disaster for him, right? Like, what are you seeing from Zeke's, like, yesterday and this year when he has, he's known as one of the very best backs in football? Troy seemed to question that, and the Cowboys' own play calling, particularly on that 4th and short, seemed to question that.
Yeah. First off, Nick, it was another call where I love it, but I don't understand it. It was super backed up. I love that quote by Brandon right there. I love it, but I just don't understand it, man. No. Zeke's one of the best backs in the game.
Is he?
And of course, you have that confidence in him, and you want to give him an opportunity to prove that in that moment, because Zeke is the type of back he's going to convert that 4th down. He's going to convert that play.
But they didn't try.
But at the same time, you got to know where you at in the field. You got to understand that on the other side, it's one of the well-coached teams, or probably one of the best coached teams in the National Football League under Ron Rivera. He's not going to leave any stones unturned. He's going to be ready for every piece of situational football that can come about in the game. And then you do have Zeke and an offensive line that's banged up, so that has to be taken into consideration, and I don't know if it was. So that's more the reason why, they could have just took a step back, looked at the situation, punted it off, and lived for a better day.
Hello, friends. Mark Holmes here with my buddy Cowboy Joe Boo, as well as Joe Bear in the house. And as always, I want to thank you all for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Joe Boo Sports Report. Without you guys, man, I'd be here crying by my damn self. Let's get open for business here, and let's wake up the football gods who have turned their backs on the Dallas Cowboys. Here's what I've been doing, or here's what I need to do. First of all, I got my grown-ass man shirt on. For the ladies, these would be like your big girl panties, okay? This is my grown-ass man. For the ladies, this would be like your big girl panties, because I have been getting lit up by Washington fans all day long. My brother gave me crap. My nephew gave me crap. My cousin Daniel sitting there emailed me and everything else. Literally, Washington fans are coming out the woodwork. So you know how I handle it? The best thing you can do, I'm going to tell you the best thing you can do, bro. The best thing you can do is get some of Mama's pie. Look at it. See, look. Everything is better with some of Mama's pie. You know what? I'm going to get me some lemon meringue pie. Because when you eat some of Mama's lemon meringue pie, ain't nothing going to get you down. Ain't nothing going to get you down. You can say what you want, Skins fans. I don't care. Does my team suck? Yes, they do. They're terrible.
Our coaches suck.
They are worse.
Our coaches suck too.
Our coach. I've been sitting here enjoying this delicious pie. And I was sitting here listening to Mike McCarthy try to justify the suckage. He was literally trying to justify that play call. See, listen, I'm not crying right now. I'm not crying because I got Mama's pie. Thank you, Mom. Thank you, Mom. This is a 79-year-old woman that's got probably 70 years of pie making experience. This is so good. Man, I feel so good right now. But Mike McCarthy literally just tried to sell us bullshit. He literally did. He's trying to tell us that they made the right call. Here is what's amazing to me. Because I kept thinking, besides Mike McCarthy, I've never seen. Have you seen anybody do that before? Have you heard anybody defend punting the football? Excuse me, fake punting with 10 yards to go. 10 yards to go on their 24-yard line.
No. What about the other play?
Oh, well, hold on. No, see, you're letting the cat out the... Damn you, Mike. You're letting the cat out the bag. You're letting the cat out the bag, man.
But the play was before that one, though.
Okay, so I'm sitting here thinking, he's trying to say, you might surprise some people. They might not see it coming. The guy was wide open downfield. We can get an advantage here, right? But you're only down by 4 points. You're dealing with the Washington football team. You get a punt. Your defense has been inspired. You've gotten an interception and everything else, right? Right? Surely we haven't seen stupidness like this before, right? But Cameron Billings, shout out to you. My man Cameron Billings, he sent me something here. And let me grab this because I can't believe this happened. And I can't believe Cameron Billings, shout out to you, Cameron. Let me show you exactly what I'm talking about here. Let's watch the suckage here.
It's a fake. Trying to get the
Let's watch
down.
this.
And the Rams are going to be close to it. Nick Scott, the special teams tackler, looks like he's short. Took the direct snap, and the Cardinals and Kingsbury were ready for it.
Huh.
And there you go. There's that game-changing play with special teams.
You see Sean McVay reading his lips. He looked like, what are you doing? Was he ready?
I think he was saying, what the fuck are you doing?
Special teams coach John Fox.
He's saying,
obviously, maybe not on the same page in that spot right there, and that is something that will definitely be cleared to the top. You always have those plays involved in your game plan, and let me tell you what, the best time to call them is backed up in this situation because the other team is not expecting that, but that's a great job by the Arizona special team.
Let's just watch that one more time. One more time.
Fake. Trying to get the first down, and the Rams are going to be close to it. Nick Scott, the special teams tackler, looks like he's short. Took the direct snap, and the Cardinals and Kingsbury were ready for it.
Can you believe that?
And there you go. There's that game-changing
He's like,
play with special teams.
You see Sean McVay reading his lips. He looked like, what are you doing?
He's literally
was he ready
like,
for that fake to be called?
He's like, you freaking idiot. What are you doing? What are you doing? Coach is like, want to get away? Want to get away?
You always have those plays.
He's like, I want to get away. Oh, let me look at the notepad. Oh, no, they didn't call the right one.
Is backed up in this
Look at
situation because the other team is not expecting that. But that's a great job by the Arizona special.
So, I think I need to go get another slice of pie. Mom, I need some more pie. I need some more pie because I'm about to go off. Jim Fossil did this shit before with the same results. Can you believe that? He literally did a fake punt from the 17-yard line, gets stopped, and gets fired. And he has the nerve to try this shit here in Dallas. And on top of, at least Sean McVay was like, dude, what are you doing? What are you doing? Are you stupid? Are you crazy? What are you doing? Our coach goes on and tries to defend it. Well, you look at the situation there, the guy was open 20 yards downfield, and what the heck? Washington died. Oh, Lordy. You know what? I can't. I was going to do this, but
ladies and gentlemen,
I ain't got no fight left.
Let's get ready to
I ain't got no fight left. So, where do we go? Kurt, you right, Kurt. They turned around. They're like, they're just like, we can't watch this no more. We got 5 weeks left, and we got Zach Martin out for 3 to 4 weeks, and more than likely will be shut down for the year.
As he should.
Okay. If there's good news, Let me pull up the good news here. Hold up. We them boys. Let's go to the Tankathon. The Tankathon. Here we go. Right up here. If there's any good news, we in fourth place.
It might be in third place.
We're in fourth place. Well, if we lose
Bengals,
to Cincinnati, we could be in third place.
we got spot
So
back.
for those out there who say, let's tank. Well, I don't know that then again, we might lose to Cincinnati. Mark, brother, you don't deserve this man. Oh, man. I don't know what to say. Mark, when you messed up, you hopped off the tank track thinking we were going to win the division. Well, that could be. Just here chilling, Mark. No hate, relax. It might just took 30 years of the Cowboys not winning a ring for another 50. Mark, don't give up.
No, it's
Dave.
time to give up for
I'm
the
sorry.
season. It's time to give
Dave,
up. It's time to give up. At least this season.
See, let me say this. I got a glass. You know what? It's not half full. But see, I've always been that guy who looks at that glass not only half full. I'm happy that I got a glass to put it in. You won't find somebody who's really more positive than me. But I have to say, yesterday broke me. It literally broke me yesterday. To lose to a team that has no name, to lose to the Washington franchise 2 times in one season. And not only to lose, to be embarrassed, to have a rookie running back literally have 3 TDs. And we're afraid to put our $90 million back in for 6 yards. That he literally had 32 yards on top of having his 6th fumble of the year.
No, I think it was his 5th.
Just stop, my man. I'm sorry.
It was his 5th.
Are you sure?
That's what it sounded on TV.
That's 5th that he's lost, but he's had 6. I just can't.
It still sounds bad no matter which way you say it.
No, the running back has more than 2.
5 or 6, that's still bad.
You know what? Cheer me up. 2 things cheer me up. My mama's pie and having the ladies up in here. Jessica, you just made my evening. Thank you very much for showing up. You know, it's Thanksgiving weekend, so we don't expect to see too many here. The Eagles fans, well, they're cockroaches. And they're not coming around because their team stinks as bad as ours does. You know how bad our team stinks?
How bad?
And how bad the Eagles stink?
The Eagles are in worse shape than us.
Here's what Philly 500 proposed a bet to me. He proposed a bet to me. He said, why don't we bet on who will have the higher draft pick?
Right now, the Eagles have the higher draft pick.
No, we don't. We do.
I said the Eagles.
No.
Eagles have number 8.
They're 8. No, but I mean, who has the better draft pick?
I thought you said which one had the later draft.
Well, the higher, the number 3 pick, number 4. Yeah. So literally, Philly 500, it's not about winning. Now it's about losing bets.
Well, I mean, technically,
that's
number 2
how
in the division.
bad this crap is.
They're technically number 2, and depending on what happens on Sunday.
No, we should have drafted Jalen Ramsey.
No, CeeDee Lamb's...
I'm not about that one.
CeeDee Lamb's the better pick.
What cockroaches? Oh, the Eagle cockroaches. Here's what I do. 2 things I determine as a cockroach. Okay, first of all, Scarface will define one of them for me.
A man ain't got his word.
Cockroach.
It's a cockroach.
A man that hasn't got his word is a cockroach. Okay, a cockroach. See, look at him. Burgundy and gold. Come on, bring it here, man. Go ahead, bring it to me. Tell me how bad my team is. Tell me the Cowboys stink. Tell me how great your Washington franchise is, how you going all the way.
I know.
Oh, Lord. And Ed
Oliver.
Oliver, Ed Oliver's going to go ahead, NFC East 2020 champions if they win. He's going to be wearing that.
But see, And we lost the second time to Alex Smith.
Alex freaking Smith. Damn.
And he didn't really have a good game.
This is hard tonight. I'm just not, Jalen Ramsey. I'm sorry. I'm just not a big Jalen Ramsey fan. I'm sorry. He's too much of a me brother. But he would help us at this moment. I don't know that he would help us win this game yesterday. But you need a running back who can get 6 inches. You need a running back that you're paying $90 million to get 6 inches.
Oh, Ed Oliver's
I have. See, look, listen.
Sweep.
You know what?
Good game, y'all.
You don't understand. I ain't scared of you motherfuckers.
It's crazy that Eagle fans have been replaced by Washington football fans.
Well, they're number one division until Sunday.
See, this is what kills me is.
Watch will be Giants.
No.
Sunday.
You know what? I can respect a fan that comes in whether they win or lose and talks smack about their team. I can respect that. Now, let me say this to all you Washington football fans that are now in here. The definition of a cockroach started because of the New York stinking Giants. In 2016, the New York stinking Giants, they beat the Cowboys 2 times in a row. It was the last time they were in the playoff, although Odell Beckham Jr. decided to, after they beat your Washington football team, to carry his happy ass down to Florida to hang out with Justin Bieber, okay? And then proceeded to go to Green Bay where it was about 3 degrees and go outside with just shorts and no shirt on to try and say, I ain't cold, this is it. And proceeded not to bust a grape. And they got their ass kicked. But Giant fans all summer long rode my ass because they had guys like Phil Simms' son talking about they a Super Bowl caliber team. They a Super Bowl caliber team. They're a Super Bowl favorite team. And those Giants fans all summer long rode my ass. They were in here every day. But when we ended up beating them the next year, I ain't seen them for 3 years. 3 freaking years. They're hanging low. They're like cockroaches when the lights come on and they've been exposed. And see, now you Washington fans, you acted just like them, which were replaced by the Philadelphia Eagle ones. The Philadelphia Eagle ones took over the place of the New York stinking Giant cockroaches. And all of a sudden, the lights have come on for the Eagles. They realize that Carson Wentz, okay, and we need to make Wentz a verb. Because you could say they winced the ball to the guy, which means they fumbled it or threw an interception, because that's what it is. Oh, man, not another Wentz. Oh, crap. He winced it. Damn. Man, how can Zeke wince the ball? We need to make him a verb. They've disappeared, and now I see you, Redskin fans. Excuse me, Washington fans. I see you. Hey. You guys are all here. But it's okay. It's okay. We got – oh, Mike. Oh, my God, Mike.
Hey, Oliver say wearing the hat, too. He say wearing the hat.
Hold up. Mike. You know what I forgot? You know what we're going to have to look at for the next year? Oh. Fuck.
Hey, Billy.
That's the ultimate bet right there.
You want to talk about the bet? About the bet?
Well, Cop Pizzle and Philly 500, these young punks and stuff, they're worried, let's shave our heads. Hey, let's shave our hair. Hey, let's have a hair bet. Man, what's wrong with y'all? Hair bets? Are you kidding me? What the? Hair bets? Man, I'm a grown-ass man. I'm not shaving my head for some damn bet. Are you crazy? Or are you just plain stupid? So I had a friend who died about 6-7 years ago. Washington football fan. And he had a seat cushion that was autographed. He couldn't remember who it was autographed by. But he said, Mark, here's the bet. I want you to take the seat cushion. You got a Cowboy one. And whichever team wins, that seat cushion has to be shown in your man cave until your team wins again, which hadn't been a problem because we usually wear the Washington football team's ass out. But you got the victory the first time. Congratulations. Slow clap. You got it a second time, which means until the Dallas Cowboys beat you, that seat cushion is being shown in my man cave to remind me of one Jim Bloom, rest his soul. To remind me of the suckage that is my Dallas Cowboys. To remind me, oh, God, never bet your hair. But, again, the good news is, Tankathon, we in fourth place. We in fourth place.
And we got a chance to be in third.
And we got a chance to even move up because we could be moving on up. So, at least if the season in 2020 is going to continue to just be bad, and it's bad, it's just going to be bad. We only have a month and a week left of 2020. Thank God. Maybe 21 will be better. At least we have something to look forward to, and that's a high draft pick. At least we have that. But my worry now is, Mickey, no, actually I'm not. Oh, you want to see that? You want to? Okay, all right. Well, maybe that'll. Okay, that's almost as good as my mama's pie. That's almost as
no,
good.
He did it.
What?
Burgundy and gold.
What'd he do?
He super chatted.
See, is that a sympathy chat? Burgundy and gold. I'm coming for you, Cowbutts fans. The videos are coming. Thanks for timing me out, Cowbutts fans. Jessica, I'm coming for you. God, listen. I'm a grown ass man. I can take it. Bring it. You deserve it. You deserve it. You are the man. But I'm gonna tell you one thing though. Burgundy and gold fan, straight up here. You're welcome in my house and everything. As long just make sure you leave your COVID at the door. But one thing you did yesterday that's not cool. It's not cool though. Cheering on somebody getting injured is not cool. When Zach Martin got hurt, that's not cool. When Alex Smith got his leg spiral fractured, I wouldn't make fun of that. Yeah, I mean, what these guys do, every play, you are one play away from being maimed. You are one play away from being retired. And they go out there and they do things that are inhuman for our entertainment. And it's, Skins fan, I don't want to say it's low class, but it's low class to make fun of somebody getting hurt out there, man. I can't deal with that. I can't deal with that one. That one's kind of like, man, I'm sorry. That's just not cool. I wouldn't cheer on if Alex Smith got hurt again or one of the other players and everything else. I just can't do that. All right? Mark, stop that. Mark, stop what? Stop what? Mickey, stop what? Can I make a donation in the name of Walk It To Him? Oh, okay. Yeah, here we go. Somebody asked for it. We had a request.
I fire Howard. Fucking fire. Motherfucker! Stupid motherfucker! What an idiot! What an idiot! Dallas has Amari Cooper and Gallup, but we don't need a receiver. Are you kidding me? I don't want Justin Jefferson. He's an ass. He's stupid. I fired his ass. I fired his ass. I mean, Howie's got to be stupid. What are you doing? You just let Dallas take him. You.
That's almost as good as Mama's pie. Now, let me clarify something here, and I did. I'll be the first to admit. when you know better, you do better. I didn't, when Carson Wentz got hurt and knocked out, I didn't cheer it off. Hey, Carson. No, I joked about being wheelchair Wentz after the fact. I did do that. And you know what? I realized that was wrong. I actually have an operation game that I had bought because I was like, okay, well, let's do the operation. But you know what? That thing's put away. And I haven't brought it out anymore because we all make mistakes. We all make mistakes. And you should learn from them. And you need to realize that ain't cool. That ain't cool. You know, I hate the burgundy and gold team, but I ain't wishing them to be maimed. I'm just not. Now, have their ass kicked, have their teeth knocked in by my Cowboys. Yeah, I wish that on them, but I'm not going to cheer on them being injured. No, that I'm sorry. That's just not cool. Salty Cowboy fans, PIMP. Oh, well, okay. What's up, Dan Whiskey Man? Everybody makes jokes about teams' injuries. I don't burgundy gold. Did anyone see Michael Irvin holding a wannabe underdog at NFL Network saying Cowboys are going to win like dogs? Well, you know, what's crazy? Tell me if I'm wrong on this. Whenever the Dallas Cowboys are expected to do something, have you noticed we fail? Have you noticed that, Mike?
Yeah, I noticed it.
You remember when before we played Minnesota, what did everybody say? Cowboys got no chance in hell. No chance. There's no way. Minnesota, they beat the Lions. They beat the Bears. They beat Green Bay. They're on a roll. You got no chance in that, right? Nobody picked them other than I did. And the Cowboys win. What happened yesterday before the game? Everybody on NFL Network and everybody, Cowboys. And that's every time we get picked to do something, we fall on your face. We fall on our face. Is that Lola up here in here? Lola. What's up, Lola? The pie and the ladies always cheer me up. It's burgundy golds on drugs. We always fail when they always pick us. I'm telling you, everybody picked, Cowboys, their favorite. Think about when we had the Super Bowl in Dallas that year. This is the opportunity for the Dallas Cowboys to be the first team in history to host and be in a Super Bowl in their own stadium. And that was when we got Jason Garrett. Beginning of this year, Cowboys are loaded. This is a Super Bowl team. And what happens? We fall on our face. 2016, Tony Romo's gone. This team's going to be garbage. They're done. Stick a fork in it. And we end up being 13-3. It's when we are expected to do something, and I don't know if it's because our players buy into this thing that we're great. We the Dallas Cowboys. We Super Bowl contenders. And then they don't put in the work. It seems like we get full of ourselves and we believe, and then we fall flat on our face and look like ass. And that's what we looked like yesterday. We looked like ass. And I can't put it all on the players. I mean, Zach Martin going out, that's a killer against that Washington front. I will give Washington credit. Because they have a great defensive line. Because you know what they did? I tell you what they did. They ended up 2 years ago, they got Montez Sweat up in there. They ended up getting Chase Young up in there. They said, we're going to build this defense from the defensive line out, and they can put pressure on them. We couldn't handle that shit. We couldn't handle that. They got the ball, but because our team sucks, we decided to punt and give them an easy 7 there. We decided to have, go for it on 4th down deep in our territory and throw a pass instead of running Zeke Elliott. And then, of course, Zeke Elliott says, you know what, let's skip the middleman. I'll just fumble after finally getting my first 20-yard carry of the season. That's right, I got 20 yards. Let me just fumble the ball now. That's 17 points right there. After that fake punt, the defense just said, fuck it. They said, fuck it. I mean, literally.
Well, what happened was that second game, we got our ass kicked. Or the second half, we just got our ass totally kicked. We couldn't do diddly poo offensively. We couldn't make a first down. We couldn't run the ball. We didn't try to run the ball. We couldn't complete a pass. We sucked. The second half, we sucked. We couldn't stop the run. Every time they got the ball, they went down and got points. We got our ass totally kicked in the second half. That's what it boiled down to. It was a horse performance in the second half. Horse. I'm totally embarrassed and totally ashamed. Coaching did a horrible job. The players did a horrible job. We got our ass kicked in that second half. It sucked. It stunk.
It sucked. I can't disagree with that. It sucked. I understand. Listen, I understand we don't have our frontline players. Our offensive line has been decimated all season. Zeke Elliott, I don't know what's wrong with Zeke. I don't know. I still believe that maybe the COVID was a little worse than they thought. But I'm sorry. There's no way in the world you can justify to me that fake punt and try and sell it to me as that was a good idea. That was a good plan. I don't know what's going on. What's going on, Jessica? I will block you if you keep coming at me. So I just say why I did it. What's going on? Okay, now, y'all calm down. Let's be cool in here. Let's be cool. Okay? Let's be cool. We all friends, somewhat. I know you Washington fans haven't had a win in a long time, that you haven't had a sweep in forever, but act like you didn't won a game before. Act like you've been there before, okay? Well, a strong Khalid or whoever you are. If you don't like it, don't be here then, man. I don't want Chaz Green's cousin, Terrence Steele. He will never develop. You know it's Tamar Cooper. He's balling. Fake punt was Jerry Jones's idea. But, okay, so let me go hypothetically. Well, if you come in acting like jackasses, of course you're going to time you out. If you act like jackasses, of course they're going to be timing your ass out. Why? What is this crap everybody keeps telling me I'm going to shave my head? I ain't bet nobody shaving my head. Huh?
You never bad to shave your head.
Seriously, you going to shave your head, jackass? You going to shave yours? I ain't making up. Yeah, I tell you what. If somebody will find a clip of me saying I will bet and shave my head, I will give you $100. Cash money for that one. I challenge anybody to find me saying that I will bet and shave my head. Because that shit don't exist. That don't exist. So you can take that shit right on out of here, because you know what? let me say this.
You don't understand.
I ain't scared of you.
I ain't scared of you, motherfucker.
Hold on. Mike, what's going on with Jessica and people going after Jessica?
I have no idea.
Todd Wilson, thank you very much for that super chat. Seriously, what's going on here? We don't do personal. Let me be clear, because I know a lot of you Washington fans don't get out much. You don't get out much. I understand that, okay? I understand that you don't get out much. But listen, we don't do personal attacks on people, okay? If you're doing personal attacks on people, by all means, please kick their ass out here. Did Mark freeze up? It's your phone, Mickey. It's your phone. I'm not freezing up. Or let me. Gotcha. I didn't freeze. That was me. We looked dysfunctional ever since Jerry Jones fired Jerry. Yeah, you're right. But seriously, though, Danny G, stop. She's timing out Washington fans are trolling like we do Philly, that is. That's it. Well, if they're doing personal attacks, then that's fine. But we're not going to do personal attacks at each other, okay? It's not that kind of channel, all right? Oh, Strong Khalid. You know what, Strong Khalid? I tell you what. I could block you. I could time you out for just saying that one. How about that one? Boom. I'm going to do this one just so I have a power trip. How about that one? Because nobody has to be, I don't have to have anybody in here on that. Okay? So understand that this is not a democracy on YouTube on your individual channel. This is not. There's no rule that says I have to have jackasses in on my channel. You could go ahead and come at me and tell me my Cowboys stink and stuff. I'm okay with that. But if you're going to come in and do personal attacks on people, that's not acceptable. Well, again, it's hard for me to keep up. Listen, I'm going by. I know Jessica, okay? I don't know you Washington fans because you guys ain't been around. Y'all are those cockroaches that are coming out because you finally got a win. Congratulations, okay? All right, back to the Dallas Cowboys. You know what? Just ignore them because they got no couth. The thing I worry about is Mike McCarthy any good or not? I'm still questioning this whole, we were right to have this.
We lost 3 games.
I go back to Ben DiNucci, that game, where it was nothing but trick plays.
No. And the Rams game, too.
Yeah.
That was still winnable. Those 3 games were still winnable.
The messages you're sending to your offense and your defense is, we don't believe in you. And to your running back, we don't believe in you. And that team, after that fake punt, you could see the body language from that team. Because before that, think about when Jalen Smith got that interception,
so excited.
How excited everybody was. The air went out of the building when we did that fake punt. And to me, that's going to be the moment we look back at and we say, oh, shit. You lost the team at that moment right there. That's where the guys kind of said, what the hell?
No. Then we did that trick play with, with CeeDee Lamb, and he missed his cue. That wasn't hit.
And Mark, no need to be like that, brother. More views, the better for you. Hensenberg, it's not about views. I got no problem with having a friendly rivalry. In fact, I look forward to it. It's hard when you lose and everything else to take the abuse and everything else, but that's cool. But I like this to still be a place where we can have discussions and have, that rivalry and fun and stuff without it getting to be ugly. I get sometimes, if you go through my block list, there's a lot of mother humpers out there that have been blocked because they come in with the trash mouth and they literally go after fans. They'll go through and say women are, this, that, and the other, or so forth. And there's no need for that. There's no need to be just ugly for no damn reason. That's where I say, talk about my team, tell me that they're trash, okay, and all that, but don't joke about them getting injured. Don't go after individuals in here just to be, a jackass. I just ask that. It's very hard to just blame one person. Oh, it's from Jerry Jones down. But the thing that just doesn't make sense to me is this, though. When I look at the last 15 years, I think about, okay, for example, let's take the Washington team right here, since we got so many Washington fans. They're saying that they want Alex Smith back as their quarterback, which is great because Alex Smith right now is playing well. But you think about from 2010 to now, they've went through Donovan McNabb, RG3, Kirk Cousins, Alex Smith, Dwayne Haskins, and put in there Chase Daniels, and what was the other guy that they love so much? I mean, they've gone through 8, 9 quarterbacks in 10 years. in 10 years, right? You think about the Denver Broncos, who John Elway's been trying to get a quarterback every year, right?
Oh, they're a mess.
I mean, the only way he got one was to get Peyton Manning for a few years. So you look at that situation. The Cowboys had Tony Romo. Whether you think that he was an elite quarterback or not, he was still a pretty damn good quarterback that played for quite a while. And you got him as a rookie, undrafted rookie.
That's right.
You turn around and you draft Dak Prescott in the 4th round. You got 2 really good quarterbacks. Okay, but wait, there's more. You ended up having a Marion Barber who was a flash in the pan, but he was still a pretty good running back. You ended up having DeMarco Murray, who has the Dallas Cowboys all-time leading, season rushing record. You end up having Zeke Elliott, who has had 3 years of over 1,300 yards rushing. You did pretty good at running back. You had T.O., you had Des Bryant, you've had Amari Cooper. Gina, how you doing, Gina? What's up, Gina? What's up, Gina? How you doing? So you've had some decent wide receivers. You had Jason Witten that whole time, who is a Hall of Famer, right? Oh, I forgot Jason Campbell. But Jason Campbell was before. Oh, no, Jason Campbell was Jason Campbell in the middle of that? Yeah, Jason Campbell. No, wait a minute.
Yeah, Jason Campbell was there.
Jason Campbell, I think, was before Donovan McNabb.
Yeah, he was before Donovan
McNabb. Because I saw him on the road trip in 2013.
Because he went to the Bengals.
And with the Bears, I think.
I thought he went to the Bengals.
He did the tour. Yeah. He did the tour. But when I met him, he said, man, the Washington team took years off my career.
I can believe it.
Because that was back when they had the chuck and duck offense, okay? You chuck the ball and you better duck because your head's coming off. Okay, so you've had wide receivers, right? You've got Tyron Smith. You've had Zach Martin. You've had Travis Frederick. You've had great offensive linemen, right? You had a DeMarcus Ware. You had DeMarcus Lawrence. You've had great players. You look at almost an embarrassment of riches. We go out in the draft this year, and look, we got 4 starters out of the draft. We've gotten talent, but somehow, why is it we get talent, but we can't do anything with it? Are you telling me that New England has had better talent than we have over all these years? How many players from New England do you think are going to be Hall of Famers besides Tom Brady?
Maybe Gronk, and that's it.
But Gronk didn't stay healthy enough. I mean, seriously,
he's only
how many players do you look at from New England and say, oh, yeah, man, they're going to be Hall of Famers? I see Tom Brady.
Tom Brady and Gronk are only 2 that I would say. If the only 2. The only 2.
I'm almost thinking that maybe that this just needs to be the 1-year experiment and just get rid of Mike McCarthy. I'm sorry. If you're telling me, okay, you know what? I would rather you say, you know what? We were down. We were trying to get a momentum changer. We tried something and it didn't work. I'd be okay. I can respect that. I can respect you saying that, you know what, we were reaching for straws. We were hoping that we would catch them. It didn't work. Our bad. I'd be okay with that. But to turn around and say, well, you know, we looked at it. There was a good play calling. No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't.
You're only down, I think, 4 points.
No. Your defense was actually playing well, okay? Because to this point, had you not had Zeke fumble, had you not turned the ball over on 4th down, that's 10 points that Washington would have had. You would have been up in the game. Your defense was doing what they were supposed to do.
But the fact we were still in it when they did that trick play, I think we're down only 4 points. 4 points at that moment.
Cut Zeke too. Well, here's the problem with that one.
So it's going to cost you. And
here's the problem with that.
Did they restructure his deal?
Over the cap. This is Zeke Elliott's number for this year because we restructured it. His cap number is 10.9. If we go through 2021, here's the problem. Zeke Elliott next year, his cap number is 13. You see this number right here? Let me flip cameras. You see this number right here? If you cut Zeke, you got $24.5 million in dead money.
That's money you could be paying Dak Prescott.
Well, no, you got to pay that. If you cut Zeke Elliott, you got to pay out that 24
that's what I'm saying. That's money
on the
could
cap.
be given to Dak Prescott.
That's
for
well, okay, that's pre-June, but let's see what it is post-June. If it's
it can't be much less.
No, well, you spread it out. Yeah, you spread it out usually over 2 years. No, it's $24 million cap hit. You can't cut him. You can't, and this is where Jerry Jones is saying, "Oh no, that deal. There's nothing wrong with that deal."
They caved in when he went on vacation.
So here needs to be the question then. The real question is, are the Dallas Cowboys really just tanking? I'm sorry. I when you were down by 4 points.
Yeah, it was just 4 points.
Did the Cowboys just look at this and say, you know what? Let's just go all in for the draft in next year. Let's just go in for next year. Let's just Zach Martin is hurt, right? They knew Zach Martin. Immediately they said he's out. Zach Martin is gone. Tyron Smith is gone. Lyle Collins is gone. Zeke Elliott's got fumbling-itis. Andy Dalton is playing okay right now, but let's just focus in on next year. And let's try and get the best draft picks we can. So that way, you look at it and say, if we get a number 3 pick and we trade it back and pick up a few more picks in there, we've got, 11 picks as it stands right now because of the compensatory picks that we can literally draft the whole team. I can understand that if that's the case. And they can't go out and say, you know what, we're trying to lose. You can't go out and say that. But it sure looked like that's what they're trying to do. Lisa. How you doing, Lisa? We got another lady. Did I see Miss Jackie in here? Miss Jackie? How you doing, Miss Jackie? If we go to the playoffs, we're going out in the first.
I wouldn't even think about playoffs right now. I don't think we're good enough to beat the Bengals.
Playoffs? We'll talk about playoffs.
And they don't even have their starting quarterback.
Playoffs?
Are you kidding me? You're talking about playoffs? Mark, I'm starting to wonder if that fake punt wasn't bad. I know it would sound crazy because it was, but what if it was designed to pass? Because I saw him. Yeah, it was designed. I'm not saying that there was a guy open 20 yards downfield, but you've got a wide receiver that's got to make a pass 20 yards down the field. I don't do that when I'm only 4 points down and I'm all backed up by my end zone. I just look at that and say that's stupid. I'm sorry. I look at that and just say that's dumb. Gangrene. You mean we got some of the Eagle cockroaches are out? Trevor's not even close to Dak's level. Oh my God. Here we go. Have you guys looked at the teams that got rookie quarterbacks this year? Anybody? San Diego, Cincinnati. You know that when it comes to, Tankathon, Cincinnati got a quarterback, right? They're 2-7. Chargers got Hubert. They're 3-7, right? You guys. Oh, let me flip.
We're right in the middle.
I mean, seriously. You know that Cincinnati, right? They're 2-7, and Chargers got a new quarterback, 3-7. The Giants got a quarterback 2 years ago too. They're 3-7, right? Robert, who Who would I like to draft this year? I'll work on my draft list. I'm not a college guy and all that. That's really Vash's territory. I will figure out one guy that I know that we should get, like I did with Gillimore this past year. But the way I look at it, if I'm a top 3 draft pick and I got somebody who's trying to get a quarterback that wants to trade up and get it, I'm taking a king's ransom for that. If I can get a first this year and next year and a second or a third or a third and a fourth, I'm doing that because I'll happily trade back. If I'm still in the top 10, because we saw the Washington football team give up 3 number ones and a second to move up like 4 spots to get RG3. I'm taking the best player available on the defensive line or offensive line. That's first. Second pick, I'm using on a safety because usually the safeties really aren't picked up until – what's up, Gina? Gina? How you doing, Gina? Really aren't picked up until the second round. And I'm also looking for another cornerback. Okay, another cornerback, anybody? And I'm looking for – I'm sorry, I've got the wrong camera up on here. I'm sitting looking over here when the camera's on over there. I got too many damn cameras. But I'm looking for a safety, a cornerback, offensive tackle, another pass rusher. I get those 4, and I can go ahead and get me some more depth on the offensive line. I can get me another swing offensive lineman in there. I'm happy. But I don't know about our coaching staff. I don't know about our coaches. That's the thing that I'm worried about here is Mike McCarthy a good coach? Or did he just have Aaron Rodgers and happen to have a team that played really well? Because I right now, I'm trying to look and say, I don't know what Mike McCarthy's stamp is on the team yet. Oh, yeah, Zeppelin fan, definitely another linebacker. Jalen Smith, he's ass. Well, he's playing like ass right now.
He only had one good game. That was last night.
It's coaching, not the players. Well, team Amazola, I'm going to say it's also the players, too, because we've lost a lot of frontline players. But herein lies part of the problem with the Cowboys.
They don't adjust.
Think about Trey Flowers last year. Was it last year or the year before? You had New England say, you know what, Trey Flowers, we're not going to pay you. He goes to the Lions, and he's not doing much. What they do is, instead of paying one guy a whole bunch of money, they find people that fit their system because they know that if this guy goes down, which is something that happens, I need to make sure that I've got somebody who's not Terrence Steele stepping in. Because, see, that's where we are. We paid Amari Cooper. We paid Zeke. We paid Jalen Smith. We paid D-Law. We got so much money wrapped up in those guys that you have to go to a rookie, undrafted offensive tackle. And you can't do that. Micah Patterns from Penn State, linebacker, okay. Any sports trader pro will tell you any rookie trading card of any of all players from those two first Super Bowls, 72 and 77 is our platinum. Okay. We had a player said they didn't play hard. Yeah, Zeppelin. Oh, my God. That was Xavier Woods. To me, Xavier Woods is gone. Hail to the resident, projected to have 70. Well, Eric, it's not like you guys end up getting great players with that money. I mean, you guys got Collins, which replaced Josh Norman. And this is the same team that ended up paying, what is his name? That big fat ass that stepped on my man's face. Damn. I'm having a brain fart. What is his name? I watched him lay his fat ass on the ground on that Monday night game against the Eagles.
I know who you're talking about. Hainsworth?
Hainsworthless, yeah. You signed that guy to a $100 million contract. So you having a whole bunch of money doesn't mean. And see, here's the thing for my team. Whenever we spend money on free agents, we never get any money. We got $22 million in dead money because we kept trying to sign some free agents. Don Terry Poe, Emerson Griffin, Gerald McCoy, and all these guys. Darryl Worley. All those guys came in, and the only thing they left behind was some damn dead money. Screw that free agency. You go right ahead and spend all that chump change on some overpriced free agents that are on the downhill side of their career. I will take the draft picks and draft a team, okay? Marion Barbarian. Oh, yeah. We paid him, and he wasn't even a full-time starter. He wasn't even a full-time starter. Only had 1,000 yards once in a season. One season. Gang Green, did I see your super chat? Are you streaming Tyson's and Jones fight? No, I'm not doing the fight.
No, I am.
Oh, Michael is. Mike.
Reaction.
Mike.
Reaction.
Is it paying for you? You paying for it?
It's only like $40.
$40?
You know how much a fight actually costs if you watch the actual fights? That's like $50. That's like $150.
What were you streaming on your computer?
I'm watching on TV, but I'm gonna react to it, not actually streaming the fight.
$40? When is it?
At 9:00
tomorrow. I'm gonna help you try to get your money's worth. I'll watch it with you. Am I allowed to do that?
I mean,
as long as I'm
quiet.
The
good thing is some of the
Lisa
Lisa
Lips. Thank you very much, Lisa, for that super chat.
So, some of the proceeds going to charity.
Philly fanatic. Hey, Philly, welcome to the suckage, man. Welcome to we boys now. Okay, we're kindred spirits now. We both sucks. At least I can say that we suck because we don't have our starting quarterback. I can say that. How about you guys? You got Carson Wentz. Oh, okay. Oh, Michael Anthony Fitness is he's gonna be streaming the game. So
no. My reaction. The reaction.
JD Ski said did you get JD Ski's super chat?
I got all of them.
Okay, Michael Anthony takes care of the super chats. Who's the old Pat wide receiver y'all paid with Parcells? He just died. What is his name? Damn. I know who you're talking about. He just died recently. Damn. Like last year. I'm having a brain fart today. I'm sorry. You took my tool. Did you take her tool? You can't take a tool.
What do you mean I can't?
What happened to the wrench? Did you take a wrench?
No.
Yeah, I thought I was the only one that could take a wrench from somebody.
Yeah, you can. I didn't do nothing on there.
Jessica, he didn't take your wrench because he can't do that because he doesn't have control over it.
We can get it back to you.
I mean, Jessica.
We can get it back
Jessica.
to you.
I don't know what happened to your wrench. Because in order for you to lose your wrench, I've got to go back to settings where all the people are blocked.
I mean, I'm on my channel, so I can't do anything on your end.
Redskin defense is carrying us first place in the division. Okay, let me ask you while we're here, because we're in overtime right now. Washington team, let's say you end up getting 6 wins. 6 wins and you win the division. And you have the 19th pick. Terry Glenn. Thank you, Derek. Thank you. Terry Glenn. Yeah. It's sad. He literally died about a year ago. But Terry Glenn, he was pretty good. Yeah, Terry Glenn died. Yeah, when did he die? Hold up. I wouldn't lie to you. Terry.
He died in a car accident. That's what it was.
No, well, I'm seeing Terry Glenn Jr., son of Lake. Oh no, his son. Damn, his son died too.
No, it said he died in a car accident. I think that's what someone said in the chat. Maybe his son died too.
I don't see.
He died 2017.
Okay, 2 years ago.
I didn't see when he died. He might have died of a car accident. I don't know.
I know he died. Yeah, and it said his son died by an accidental overdose. Damn, that's messed up. But yeah, 2 years ago.
And he was drafted by the Patriots.
Or 3 years ago. I'm sorry, 2017.
He was drafted by the Patriots.
Yeah, he was with Bill Parcells with the Patriots, and he came with them. What do we do if Jerry does sign Dak? Okay, Travis. Okay, I tell you what. I'm gonna give you my plan. If I were the GM, okay, and I couldn't be doing any worse than what the Cowboys have been doing. When you look at most teams, okay, if you're the Jets, if you're Jacksonville, if you're, some of these other teams, you're looking and saying, if we can get ourselves a quarterback in the draft to build for the future, that's what we want to do. That is the gold standard for it, is getting a quarterback, right? So if you're the Jets, you're saying, let's get a quarterback. Problem for the Jets is, yeah, they can get a quarterback, but guess what? They got holes all throughout that team. They got nobody to protect that quarterback. Those quarterbacks, a lot of times we see, quarterbacks that are touted to be really good, they get drafted by bad teams and they get the hell beat out of them. They get gun shy and they never learn. And then you look at them and say, well, they're a bust. They're a bust because they've got no talent around them. Aha. But here's the thing with the Cowboys. You got a quarterback that doesn't have a learning curve right now, right there, who's been proven. And you're getting back some players that can play. And because you might be the fourth pick in the draft, you may potentially be able to take that pick and turn it into 2 or 3 players. Okay? Understand, if we end up being the 4th pick here, that means we're also the 36th pick in the second round. 36 and that's 68. That means in the third round, we're picking 68, right? And if we can take that number 4 pick and somebody wants to trade back and give us some more, okay, I'm doing that too. Because also, we have a compensatory pick in the 3rd round, the 4th round, the 5th round, and the 6th round.
And you can now trade
them. Okay, and you can trade those.
Yeah, now you can.
So we could potentially take and say, hey, we got 2 third-round picks. Let's take a 3rd-round pick and a 2nd-round pick, and maybe we can move up to, the 1st round. And you can go ahead and say, I'm getting a left tackle, I'm getting an edge rusher, I'm getting a safety, I'm getting a cornerback. Mark, lose to Greg Rosenbaum, highlights welcomed him to Dallas or Surtain. Okay. I'm sorry, I didn't understand that one. Cowboys beating the Eagles in the rematch. That would, you know what? At this point, that's all I'm hoping for. Let's beat let's beat the Eagles, so at least I have that. It's the way the '90s team was built. Michael, right now we have more as much draft capital as we had in 1992. I think it is. Yeah, So this has to be. Listen, we need a lights out draft. No disrespect. No disrespect to me, but Trevor Lawrence looks soft. Okay. Mark V, thank you for the reminder. What's up, Tony? How you doing, man? Take a shot, man, bro. I don't want to get started. Travis, you're right about that. You love Dak, but not sure Jerry, because Jerry seems to keep making the wrong moves.
The sad thing is his son's.
I wish I had your optimism. Danny is a realistic Eagle fan. I know that's hard to believe that there is one, but Danny is one. Danny's cool people. Anyone cheated to get a Super Bowl? It's an awful thing to say. It's hard. Okay, I don't know about that one. Art Mark make plays. Well, the NFC East team will win a playoff game. Yeah, no NFC. I'm with you on that one, Corbett. Dave, Jerry doesn't want to lose. Come on. I don't know. Because one way you could look at it is, look, this year is screwed up. Right now, you've got the Baltimore Ravens with COVID all over the place, and now the schedule's getting messed up.
We only know if we're playing on Sunday.
We're playing the following Sunday. Well, I'm sorry, the following Monday, which might get moved to Tuesday. We play December 7th right now at 5 o'clock. Right. December 7th. Does that date ring a bell with anybody? Anybody? December 7th? A day that will live in. Come on, that's Pearl Harbor Day. The Japanese attacked Pearl Harbor on December. Oh, my God.
I didn't know the date.
Okay. So, our game, because at this point, the way COVID is.
No, the Ravens should just forfeit. Because their coach. It wasn't it was their coach.
Still.
It's a forfeit.
Still.
It wouldn't help us anyway.
So you can look at this and say, this is just a red shirt season, and let's get ready for next year. You could look at that and say that. The Eagles are in worse shape than the Cowboys. Yeah, and they've got their starting quarterback.
You know, the draft, if you're talking about how much money they got in the bank, of course they're in worse shape.
If you love Trevor so much, be a Jets fan. You know what? There's rumors are if the Jets have that number 1 pick that he may stay in college.
I wouldn't blame him.
I wouldn't blame him at all either.
Because this season for college is screwed up too.
D-Day. Now, December 7th is the day the Japanese attacked Pearl Harbor.
Yeah, but Dak Prescott can't fix it.
I think Washington is a quarterback away from being really good. We can get these nice draft picks. It looks good on paper, but Jerry Jones, the same old Jerry Jones, and them draft picks. No, Carl, hold on, Carl. We've drafted. Listen, the players we've gotten on our team, we've drafted. We haven't brought in free agents that have done anything. I mean, you drafted Dak, you drafted Zeke, you drafted your offensive line. We haven't brought in free agents that actually made this team any different. It's all been homegrown talent.
Other than Alden Smith, no. Alden Smith's the only one you could say that actually did.
Terrence Steele. Okay, here's the thing. They picked up Terrence Steele as a project because, hey, we got Lyle Collins and we got Zach Martin, we got Cam Irving. You know, this is a guy we're just going to try out. And maybe you get lightning in a bottle. They never thought that he was going to end up having to start, 5 games this season? Danny, I'm done with you. That's not our mentality. We play to win. Okay. We need a vocal leader. Oh, we don't have a leader on our team. We do not have a leader. I am so sick of Jalen Smith. Every time they make one good play, they're doing a swipe. Bro, you're a 7-8 team. Don't swipe. Don't swipe no more. I'm sorry. There's nothing that pisses me off. We're a losing ass team, and you're out there. Come on, man.
No.
That's some bull diggity.
The only person I was vocal on the team was Dak Prescott.
Yep.
And he's not.
Cowboys don't make the playoffs. Who would want them to make them in the East? You're right. But still, you just don't want to lose to Washington, man.
I know. That was coaching.
I'm going to have to listen to Washington fans all off season. The one thing we had was dominance in the NFC East, at least. But now, we suck. And speaking of sucking, I think I need to go back and get some more of my mama's pie. Alan Williams, thank you very much for the super chat. I can coach the Dallas Cowboys better than McCarthy. I can believe that. You know what?
Jason Garrett could coach him better. I hate to say it.
Yeah, but I'm not ready to bring Jason Garrett back. A lot of people are like, "Oh, let's get Jason Garrett."
I'm not saying bringing him back, but I'm saying he coached better than Mike McCarthy.
Yeah, well.
I'm not saying bring him back, but he's doing a better job than Mike McCarthy.
All right, well, get your shot glasses ready, y'all. I got mine up here. We're going to get on out of here because, well, let's face it, the Cowboys suck. And ain't no point in sitting here crying over it. We stink. Go back, get yourself another plate of turkey, some sweet potatoes, and some gravy and stuffing, and stuff your face. I'm going to go get another slice of my mama's pie and see if that makes me feel better. And we'll be back at it in the morning. Hopefully, we'll feel a little bit better. We'll get over this pain, and we'll finally get this year done and over with. So, see, look at that. I'm putting myself to sleep. Get your shot glasses ready. Zeke better not be done. He still has a fight in it with all the money we still owe his ass. Thank everybody for being here. I hope you all had a great Thanksgiving. You know, it's only football. It'll get better. At least I hope it does. Be safe out there.